Namaste everyone. Today we are going to do exercise on Khan Academy name finding derivative with fundamental theorem of calculus chain rule. So let's start. The first question is f of x, capital F of x is equal to the integral from 0 to x squared of sine of t dt. What is f prime of x? Capital F prime. So we just have to take the derivative of both sides of this. So this is d by dx of capital F of x. This thing is equal to the derivative with respect to x of the integral of 0 to x squared of sine of t. Okay, so this is the derivative. This is just simplifies to f prime of x, what we have to find over here, and we want to find out what this. Okay, so we want to find out what this thing is equal to. We can just find it out by doing this. This thing and this thing vanish when we take the derivative of this. So we are just left with sine of x squared. This x squared. Okay, so just be equal to, this will just equal to, so this will be equal to sine of x squared. So if we take what is x squared, find is the sine of x squared. We just want, but first we want to find what is the sine of brackets followed by x squared, close the brackets. So we want to find out what is sine squared of x. So we want to find out what sine squared of x. Sine is sine squared of x, right? Sine squared x. And first the brackets will come in, followed by an x, and we close brackets here. And this under this one. Okay, let's just try solving this one then. Let's just capital F of x is equal to the integral from 0 to x squared of sine of t dt. Okay, this just solve like this. This dt will be the derivative of x squared. So this will just be equal to, this will be sine of x squared, and this thing will be equal to, this thing will be times the derivative of x squared. So this will just be equal to 2x times 2x. We just want to find out what is sine of x squared times 2. Sine of x squared times 2x. This is equal to what is sine squared of a, cosine squared of a minus 1. Okay. Sine x squared. We just want to find out what this is equal to. So what do we just want to find out what sine squared of x is. We do not want to find any calculation. Just have to fill in the value of this. So this will just be equal to this will just be equal to sine x squared. This thing will be times 2x. Correct? Capital F of x is equal to the integral from negative 2 to 2x of 3t squared plus 2t dt. Okay, we also want to find out what capital F prime of x is equal to. So we want to take the derivative of both sides. So this will just be equal to, after that, the left hand side will just become f prime of x. What we have to figure out what is equal to. So this will just be equal to f prime of x will be equal to, this will be equal to the derivative with respect to x of integral from negative to x of 3t squared plus 2t times, and close brackets. So this will just become the derivative with respect to x of this. So when we fill in the values of t to 2x, so this will just be equal to 3 times 2x squared. So it will be 3 times 4x squared. 3 times 4 is just equal to 12. It will be equal to 12 times x squared. This will be equal to 12x squared. 12x squared plus 2t. 2t means 4x, and we have to multiply it times dt. The derivative of 2x with respect to x is just equal. And when we just type in it, let's see if it's correct or not. So this will be 12x squared plus 4x times 2. You can also distribute the 2. Let's just distribute. So this will be equal to 24x squared. 24x squared plus 8x. 24x squared plus 8x squared plus x squared plus 8x. Correct? So let's just check our answer. Correct. Let's next. What we have to find out, what is f prime of x again. Okay, we can just figure it like this. So this will just be equal to, when we take the derivative of both sides, this will be equal to, left hand side will just be equal to f prime of x. This thing will be equal to the derivative with respect to x of the integral from negative to cosine of x, this thing of 3t dt. Okay, so this will be equal to the derivative, when we just fill in the value, this will be equal to 3 times cosine of x. So let's just solve it then. 3 times sine of x, and we have to multiply it by the derivative of cosine of x. The derivative of cosine of x is just equal to negative sine of x. So this thing will be negative times, okay, so this thing will just be equal to negative x. Okay, so I think this is the answer. Negative 3 times cosine of x times sine of x. Negative 3 times cosine of x, this thing will be times sine of x. Okay, so I think this is the answer. Let's check our answer. Correct. Let's next. Capital F of x is equal to the integral from 0 to x cube of sine of t dt. Let's just think in position what. Okay, so let's just think what is the answer of this one. Take the derivative of both sides. This will just be equal to f prime of x. This thing is equal to the derivative with respect to x of the integral from 0 to x cube of sine of t times dt, and we take the integral of whole, the derivative of this whole. So this will be equal to the derivative with respect to x of the integral from 0 to x cubed of sine of t. When we fill in the values, this will be equal to sine of x cubed. Sine of x cubed times the derivative of x cubed with respect to x is just equal to 3x squared. 3 sine x times x squared. Okay, so let's just fill this value in. So this will be equal to 3 times sine of x cubed. Sine of x cubed, this thing will be times x squared. X squared. Let's just check our answer. Correct. Okay, so this was the finding derivative with fundamental calculus chain rule. Goodbye everyone.